In this video, I want to show you some 2.5 and 3.5-year-old bucks that we feel are showing good antler potential. Several years ago, we would have pulled the trigger as soon as we saw them. I think having our video cameras has made it easier to let these bucks walk, and the fact that we always look at the buck and imagine what he may look like with another season of antler growth. Once you let a buck walk and then you see him the next season, it definitely makes it easier to let more bucks walk. You guys that hunt in big buck country, please keep this in perspective. Some of these bucks may be equivalent to one of your yearling or 2.5-year-old bucks. The main objective is to let the bucks get some age on them. Some areas are trying to grow bucks that can have 110 inches of antlers, and other areas are trying to grow bucks that can have over 160 inches of antlers, and then there are areas everywhere in between. So remember, we just got to keep all of this in perspective. I'm sorry I didn't get great video, but this buck is a 2.5-year-old 11 point. Check out this split on the left G2. He is definitely 2.5 years old and is showing great antler potential. I actually videoed him 3 times throughout the hunting season. We called this buck our Super 8-point. He is definitely 2.5 years old and is showing great antler potential. You will actually see his antler growth from 2.5 years old to 3.5 years old, since I follow up this video with his video at 3.5 years old. Here is the buck we called Super 8-point 1 year later. He is now 3.5 years old and still looking like he has some great antler potential. This buck is 2.5 years old. With the management plan we have in place today, we do our best to not shoot any 2.5-year-old bucks. This buck started the season as a 10-point. He is 2.5 years old. Unfortunately, the 6-inch drop tine got broken off. I think I'm busted. What do you think? Check out this buck. This buck is 2.5 years old. His antlers are quite unique. They are super tall, and watch how the main beams actually cross each other around the front. We nicknamed this buck Tex. He is 3.5 years old. Make sure your volume is up so you can hear him grunting. I had a doe underneath me and saw 2 bucks walking by about 100 yards away. I grunted, and sure enough they both came in. The first buck was the 9-point that I showed earlier in this video, the one that had lost his 6-inch drop time. This buck is a basic 8-pointer. You can't see her, but there is a doe just underneath me and to my right. The doe is obviously not in heat because this buck just ends up walking away after checking the situation out thoroughly. He came in because I had grunted. Here comes the grunting. This buck is 2.5 years old. He is a 10-point. So in summary, those of you who are letting young bucks walk today know exactly what we are trying to do. Those of you who are afraid to let a buck walk because you know someone else is going to shoot him need to read all of my management articles on our website. We have come from shooting any buck we saw over 20 years ago to now shooting more bucks, including better bucks, than we ever have because we have forced ourselves to follow our management plan. Yes, I had some seasons where I didn't shoot a buck, but as long as I saw the deer herd improving and our management plan working, I was thrilled. Thank you for watching. If you have not done so already, please go to our website and watch the video called The Buck We Nicknamed Piebald. We actually got video of him for all 5 seasons of his life.